afternoon. It is about 2:30, 2:45. I am actually sweating. I just rushed home because it's now raining in the UK. Brilliant. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not complaining because I'm kind of happy it's a little bit cooler out there, but I'm only sweating because I walked home so fast because I didn't want my food to get cold, and I'm kind of talking fast because I don't want it to get cold. Now I am basically filming a mukbang. I keep saying I want to do it, I kept saying it, and when I was going to do it I didn't have the money to get McDonald's. Actually I was going to do it last week. Basically what happened was it got really cold and I was really stressed, so I was just like, nope, gonna just eat, not gonna bother. And then I haven't had the money to since, but I was very blessed, and this is a shout out to someone I work with. Basically I work with this girl called Claudette. She was so lovely. She wanted me to get her lunch and she paid me to get it pretty much by buying me my lunch as well, and so I'm so grateful for her. And honestly, so I am just gonna get straight into this. We're gonna start filming, so if people don't like watching people eat, or don't want to watch me eat, then I advise you don't watch it, because that's what this video is going to be about, and I love to eat. So let's get into it. Woo! Okay, so first off, I bought medium fries because I got it in a little voucher, which is why I don't have a drink. Medium fries, 6 nuggets because they're the best, and an apple pie because I love apple pies, and a sweet and sour sauce. Because I do not like their ketchup. I don't really like ketchup. I mean, that makes me the oddest person because most people love ketchup and I'm like, I don't like it. So there you are. But basically with this mukbang I'm going to talk about things like uni, basically my process of why I chose to go to uni and everything before I actually went, because basically there's a lot of things that happened in my life that actually made me choose to go to uni. I didn't actually want to originally, and my process behind it and how I went with it, and then obviously like I'll try and talk about fresher stuff because I realised I love uni. I kind of want to make this channel more uni based because when I go back to uni there'll be a lot of uni vlogs, and it's coming up to you. As I said, I've got a uni series, so I'm going to make this part of the uni series. I'm going to be doing a uni series, so I might as well put this in with it. Why not? So why not? So I'm pretty much going to start. How do you do this? So a good few years ago everyone was like, I remember being at college, and when I first started college I was actually kind of saying I'm thinking of going to uni but wasn't sure, and then by the time I got into my last 2 years of college I was like, I was 100% sure to myself I'm not going. I was adamant and I thought it would be a waste of money. Didn't think it would be my thing, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to uni. I got into my last year of college and everyone was like applying, and we were in classes, and like we had 3 classes with our tutor at college about uni, and we had to prepare for uni, we had to start applying for UCAS, we even had to create a UCAS account and actually do it as part of our work related project that year. But I knew in my heart I wasn't going to uni, I wasn't planning to. I was like, no. I was 100% sure I was going to get a full-time job, and that was the reason I wasn't going to. And I think I left college and I was looking for jobs, and it was like I was like looking for full-time jobs, not just like a part-time shop sales assistant. I was looking for a full-time job, preferably in an office. After studying I did 3 years of IT. I was like, I have these computing skills, I do not want it to go to waste. And then I was applying and applying. I even had a phone call interview for this place called Towers Watson, or Towers Willis Watson, or Willis Towers, I can't remember what it's called, but it's an office space in my local town, and it pays well. And I got through the first phone call interview. Then I had to do a test, online test. There were several of them, and they were timed. And I'm guessing I didn't do very well in them because I never got a phone call back after that or an email back. So that was that. So I was like stuck, and I was applying. Tried to apply for London theatres because obviously I love theatre. And I got down to the point that I started having to apply for retail jobs just to do during the time off. And then it hit me in my head, like all my friends were going to uni. Everyone was talking about uni. Most of my friends, not the people I actually hang out from college still, because none of them actually went to uni, so I kind of have that lucky. But a lot of my other friends from college were all talking about going to uni, and even friends from like other things as well. because I have friends who are young. Most of my friends are younger than me. I had a friend, two of my closest friends from home, who are not really from college, but like childhood friends. Both went on off to uni in September, and I mean, they weren't staying down there, they were commuting, so I would still see them, but it was like, they had this new experience, and it was like, I wasn't jealous, but it made me realise that what I'm missing out on because I'm choosing to stay at home, and choosing to just work. And it hit me in the head that maybe I could do something with my life, well not with my life, but do something that's one going to give me a degree that will help me, because most jobs now do not look for people, like most people probably here are saying, yeah, but you can get a job anyway, but like jobs that I want, they're not going to, if people go in with a degree and one person doesn't, they're not going to take you because everyone else has got a degree, kind of thing. That's the way I see it. I'm not saying you won't get a job because of it, and I have no clue what I actually want to do, so I thought it's another way of finding out what my idea of future career is. So I personally would love, I didn't think I would want a theatre manager. I love theatre, so I always wanted to work in theatre, but I didn't think if I was the career, the course I'm now doing was not the original course I was going to choose. So basically, after I decided I was thinking of going to uni, I started looking online at unis, some unis. There was two in my mind I knew I definitely thought about. Was University of Sussex, because I had been there with my school back in like when I was 15, and I was like, it was one of my favourite unis. I was like, that's the one I really want to go to. I was adamant that was the one I wanted to go to. And so I looked on there, like their prospectus and stuff, and the same thing for University of Surrey. I didn't really look what the grade specifications were for most things. Because I was really looking at drama and performance, and that was originally, I started writing my personal statement before even going round for open days, and I was writing about theatre, but then I went round, so back in September, after getting a job at Bags, etc., my local town, I went for an open day at Sussex. It was the only open day I actually went to before I applied, and I looked around and I looked at the theatre, the drama performance thing, and when I heard what they did, I was like, I'm not actually interested in this. This is actually like not, there's not much acting in it, but there's a lot more like theory and stuff, and that's what puts me off. So I chose not to do that, and I was stuck. Like, I knew I loved the uni, I loved the accommodation at Sussex, and I loved the uni. Unfortunately, I was stuck with a choice of course, so it was about half an hour before we had to really leave, because it was getting really late and we had to get back to town and home for like dinner. So I was like, why not try and look for something to do with business, because to be real, that is something I can go to, because I've done IT for 3 years, I did business for my first year of college. Obviously I have an interest in that kind of suspect, and IT kind of leads in with business, you know, in business is always computers and technology, so helps. And I was talking to a third year down in Sussex, and he was telling me how you don't really need to know much about business, so we will teach you everything. This is in Sussex, okay? You've heard me ramble about I didn't learn much in one of my units at uni this year, but I won't go around all worried about that. Basically, so after looking and listening to that about business and management, I realised that's what I wanted to do. So I got home. The next day I started filling in my application for my UCAS application properly, like from the beginning, going what uni I wanted to go to, and what sort. And at the time I had only put 2 unis. I put University of Sussex and University of Surrey. Surrey was put as my backup because I thought I can get home with that one. It's not that far from me, and it's a good uni. I've heard good things about it, so I was like, why not? And my friend there, and she kept telling me it's so good, it's so good. But then I started writing my personal statement, which was probably the longest thing I ever took, because I wasn't at college as well. I had trouble getting my thing, because at college they'll check your personal statement. I was no longer at college, but I still wanted someone to check my personal statement before I sent it off. Luckily I had My old tutor was really kind to me and said he would check it for me and make sure it was okay. So he did that, and once that was done, I applied. He was my reference as well. Because you have to have a teacher or someone reference you, and they'll give you a letter of recommendation to the uni, and they'll look at it. And yeah. So once I applied, I realised a day later that I wanted to put another one just in case I didn't get into Sussex. Partly because part of me didn't want to go to Surrey at all, but I knew that it was a good uni. So that's when I put Portsmouth down. And a week later, actually, Portsmouth got back to me. Honestly, it was probably, I'm so grateful they did. They asked, I don't know if I forgot to put my GCSE grades down on UCAS or they just asked for it anyway, because so did Surrey, and I think Sussex did as well. So I emailed them my GCSE grades, and about 5 days later I got an email saying from Portsmouth that I got an unconditional offer, which basically an unconditional is when you get conditional and unconditional. Conditional is if they have to wait till like you wait till results if you get the results. I already have my results, but that pretty much means as long as you meet these standards, you're in. So I knew I was into, when I got Surrey gave me a conditional like a week later, I knew I was into Surrey because I already had the grades, I had everything, so it wasn't like I had to wait. But an unconditional is pretty much when they just say, you got the grades, you don't need to meet anything, you're in, as long as you give us a firm choice. If you have a firm choice and you accept the if you have an unconditional and you accept that unconditional as a firm choice, you don't get a second choice at all. If you're conditional, you get first choice, which is the one you really want to go to, and the second choice is the one that's your backup. I luckily got unconditional, like I said, but I didn't accept it. And I was waiting and waiting for Sussex. Like I said, that was the one I really wanted to go to. And part of me still to this day wishes I got into it, but part of me really is glad I didn't. I feel like my life would be so different if I was living in Sussex. Would I actually enjoy it as much? Who knows? So I was waiting and waiting and waiting. So I got an email back from Sussex one finally, but it was like, unfortunately you haven't been successful. To this day I don't actually know why I wasn't successful getting into Sussex, because obviously I had the grades, I had everything, but clearly I wasn't what they wanted. So I had to deal with that, and I wasn't going to complain. I got into 2 unis, got unconditional from one, and I was still hyped about that. And I knew that by this point, my head was like, yep, you're going to uni. I then again didn't say yes to anything until I had to be in a round, because I hadn't visited Surrey and I hadn't visited Portsmouth until the applicant days come. So when you get offers, they give you an applicant day where you get to look around the uni, look around the accommodation, like it will be an open day, but you get to look around, like, you pretty much get, like, you get to look around other courses, you look in where your business, like say for example, business part would be. Then you go to like a lecture, not a lecture, but you go to a lecture hall, you sit there, you talk about things, see what you do for the year, go through the units and everything. It's pretty cool because you kind of have to sit in a lecture hall that makes you feel like you're getting your first ever lecture. And then you get to look around the accommodation where you should be staying. Don't get me wrong, I love Surrey, and I knew they were getting building work done, which is why there was scaffolding everywhere, but it really just, I looked around, and as I was looking around I was like, I don't feel like this is a home, do not feel comfortable, not sure why, because I think it's because it's Surrey, and I've lived in Surrey my whole life, so I needed to get out of it, because you kind of know what to expect from anywhere in Surrey. So I know most places in England are the same, but it's just a slight difference. And then about a month later I had my applicant day for Portsmouth. This was one I was more worried about, because I was pinning my hopes. I like the uni, because otherwise I wouldn't know what to do. So I got a tour around the whole place, and because it's more city based than campus based, unlike Surrey was campus based. It was more around everywhere, but I kind of liked it because the thing about Surrey which I didn't like was the fact that it was campus based and everything was just in one area. It just reminded me of school. Okay, you had shops in the same area, you didn't have to go far, but school, just everything was always like around, and I just didn't like it. So I really enjoyed. So I was really enjoyed. What am I talking about? So I was like, when we went round, I was like, I really like this. The idea that there was a beach there was always putting me on the fact that I was like really happy. I was like, yeah. And the course sounded really good. They seemed to want to teach you more in Portsmouth than in Surrey. I seemed to be more. But the guy who was running it was Guy Robin, who is one of the nicest lecturers I have ever met at Portsmouth. I loved his lectures. They always made me laugh. They always made me smile. And when he came to our course, he did one of my units. He came to be my personal tutor for one day because my personal tutor wasn't there. And he was actually genuinely really nice and really helpful, and he just genuinely is enthusiastic, or was. He's now retired. But anyway, going back to Applicant Day at Portsmouth, and then he made me really realise that because no one in Surrey was upbeat. He was very upbeat about wanting us to be there. So after my tour around Portsmouth Uni and the Student Union, and because they also gave us like a massive folder of things at Applicant Day. I didn't get that in Surrey, so I was like, okay, it didn't really give me any information to help me. And then I looked around 2 accommodations. One was Harry Law, which was opposite Bateson, because originally I wanted to do Bateson because it was the cheap one. And so I realised it's not mixed. It's all girls. I really want to have that. And it's a lot smaller than it looks on the pictures. There was one big room in each of the things because I had friends and living in there, but it wasn't the greatest. For me, I like the idea of being mixed. I can't do the all girls thing. And then I was the only girl. And then I looked around James Watson. I could have gone for like Greetham, Catherine House, Trafalgar. Because I looked around James Watson, I was told it's the party place, and originally in my head I was like, I'm not a party person, this isn't really what I want to do. But in the end it kind of came worth it. I enjoyed it, I actually liked it, but it looked nice, it looked good, and it actually looked kind of cozy. So I was really happy with that, and then got home that day and straight up went to UCAS straight away. It was about 7 o'clock in the evening. We had McDonald's for dinner, and I literally just went and said, I'm accepting this choice. I was very nervous to press the accept button. I was like, oh my god, because it's like a big change. Once you say yes, that's it. But I accepted it, and then after that, about a week later, I got an email from the housing people there to apply for accommodation. So I did. Put James Watson in my top and Trafalgar as my second choice. And then Greetham as my third, I do remember that. Got my first choice though, obviously. And that was just the preparation for uni, pretty much, because I had to buy stuff, and I had to wait around, and I had to pay deposit for the flat. And I had to do all this stuff, and it was preparing. I had to also apply for student finance. Now that was a mess. Can I just say how much of a nightmare my applying for student finance was last year? Basically, when I applied, my bit was fine. That was great. That was easy. The hard part was my parents. Not because they did anything wrong. It's a complicated thing about my family money situation. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not really for me to talk about. But basically what happened was we had a kind of a struggle, messed up, and I panicked. I don't think I should have done it when I was half asleep anyway, and I had one vodka and coke that day. But I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do it, I'm fine. It really wasn't. I rushed to the library, put in all the sheets of paper we had to do to redo it for the family thing. Sent that in the next day, that was all fine, everything got sent in by the end. But I was still panicking because for about 5 weeks, it hadn't changed. I was still getting told I'm getting the lowest amount. That wouldn't even cover my rent, and my parents couldn't help me for that, so I was a little bit screwed. And then, luckily for me, my it came through and it got sorted. And I remember I got home from work, found the letter and thing. I was so scared to open it. I opened it and I saw it, checked the whole price thing changed, and I was like so happy and relieved. I'm not even complaining now. So that's why when I did it second time I was more careful. Everything was fine. I'm so happy. But honestly, whenever you apply for student finance, make sure you do it right the first time. If you do it right the first time, 10 times easier for you guys, I promise you. Okay. Sorry, can't swallow. Something really wrong in my head when I think about that. When I already have a video up for what to bring and what not to bring, what to take, what to bring to uni. So I'm not really going to go about what I bought for uni because I have it in there. But I did take more than I needed, let's put it that way. Okay, so then after all that mess, it came around to the time where I had to leave my job and I had to go to uni. I remember the exact date. I moved in on the 16th of September last year. And it was actually not that stressful. I thought it was going to be very stressful, but it really wasn't. But it was a very emotional day. I do say, if you get emotional just easily, you will cry a lot that day. I cried more than I wanted to. My dad left for work at, what time? 6 in the morning. So I got up at 5 to make sure I was awake with them so I could say goodbye, because I wasn't going to see him for a while. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry. And as soon as I saw my dad's friend turn up, I cried. I was like, yeah, that's it. And then again, I cried when I had to say, I was about to clean my teeth. I was in the bathroom. Cried when I had to say goodbye to my room. And I was fine on the journey. But I cried again when I said goodbye to my mum after my uncle and aunt, they were going home. So it was a very emotional roller coaster that day, because I was packing back in my room away, and I would have times when I'd be wide awake and happy. Then I would have times when I'd get really down and sad and start crying. It was a very emotional day that day, but after that day I was fine. I didn't get homesick that much at all, apart from one day during that week, but I was ill because of freshers. So So, yeah. That was a lot of me rambling, a lot of me eating. So, I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to end it there. I haven't finished my apple pie, but I know that's going to get me messy, so I'm going to just eat that without talking. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you kind of an insight of why I chose to go to uni, I guess, and like my applying for uni and stuff experience more than the actual uni experience. I thought it would be good to give that side of it, because it was obviously a stressful thing before you even went to uni. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, and please subscribe, and I will see you again soon with another video.